Good morning, children. I hope you are well in this lovely day. Now, today we have to continue with our lesson. And the topics that we are going to do today are adjectives, adverbs, and degrees of comparison. Now, children, I know this may be a bit difficult for you, but do not worry. When we go back to school, I will do a revision on the topics. Now, before we do each topic, I will be showing you a video. So with the help of the video, I hope that we can do the exercises.
Adjective. Describing words. Adjectives are describing words. They tell us more about a person, animal, place, or thing. For example, 2 pencils, red bag, big car, round table. Here, the words 2, red, big, and round are describing the nouns pencil, bag, car, and table. Words used for number, color, size, and shape are adjectives.
Now, children, today we are going to do the topic on adjectives. Now, and the topic we are going to do under adjectives are opposites. Now, what are opposites? Now, example of opposite. Now, opposite is a person or a thing that is totally different from someone or something else. Example, a huge elephant. Now, the opposite of huge is tiny. The mouse is a tiny animal. So, children, the elephant is huge. And the opposite of the elephant is a mouse, which is tiny. So, the opposite of huge is tiny. The next example, a tall tree. Now, the opposite of tall is short. So, that is a tall tree. But this is a short tree. So, the opposite of tall is short. The next example, today is a hot day. Now, the opposite of hot is cold. So, yesterday was a cold day. So, children, the opposite of hot is cold. Now, these are some examples of opposites. I hope they will help you to do the exercise. Please take out your assessment book level 6 and turn to page 14. Now, we are going to start with adjectives. The adjectives below are in pairs to show opposites. Remember adjective? They say more about a noun. Now, let's go through the words. Ugly, dry, bad, young, left, dirty, long, fat, poor, hard, slow, clever, short, quiet. These are all adjectives. The words here, good, clean, noisy, soft, beautiful, rich, wet, old, right, stupid, short, tall, fast, thin. They are adjectives too. But for these words here, you have to find the opposite in this box here. Now let's start with the word good. Now, who can tell me what is the opposite of good? Is it ugly or is it bad?
Bad.
Right, it is bad. So B-A-D, bad. Now the next one, old. What is the opposite of old? Is it young or is it ugly?
Young.
Young. Like your father is young, your grandfather is old. Now the next one, right. You turn right. The other part is it left or is it long?
Left.
Left. You either turn left or you turn right. Left. The next one, clean. If something is clean, what is the opposite if it's not clean? Is it ugly, dry, or dirty?
Dirty.
Yes, it is dirty. The next word is stupid. So what is the opposite of stupid?
Clever.
Clever. We should never call anyone stupid. It is something that we have to know. Alright, stupid, clever. What about short? Short? Is it long? Is it fat?
Long.
Long. L-O-N-G. Long. The next one is tall. A person is tall. So a person is, if he is not tall, then what is he? Is he quiet or is he short?
Short.
Short. Yes, so we have two shorts here. One is long, short. One is tall, short. The next one, noisy. Very noisy. What is the opposite of noisy? When it's not noisy at all.
Quiet.
Yes, it is quiet. The next one, soft. Very soft. So, if it is not soft, then what is it? Is it poor or is it hard?
Hard.
Hard. The next one, fast. What is the opposite of fast?
Slow.
Yes, slow. Fast, slow. The next one is beautiful. If not beautiful, then it is it fat, ugly, dry, or poor?
Ugly.
Yes, ugly. The next one, rich. Person who has a lot of money, rich. So, a person who really does not have any money at all, what do you call that person? What kind of a person is he? Is he dry or is he poor?
Poor.
Poor. The next one, thin. Opposite of thin? Is it dry or fat?
Fat.
Fat. And of course, The opposite is wet is
Dry.
dry. And children, let me go through the words with you again. Now these are the opposites given. Good, bad, young, old, left, right, clean, dirty, clever, stupid, long, short, short, tall, noisy, quiet, soft, hard, slow, fast, beautiful, ugly, rich, poor, fat, thin, and wet is dry. Now let's go to the next page. Now here, fill in the blank with the suitable adjectives from the box. Now the words that we have here are clean, long, new, small, handsome, tall, fat, big, cute, and young. Here they have given you the pictures as a guide. Now look at number 1. This is a car. There are 2 cars. Can you see the arrow? So what are they trying to say? Is it new or is it small?
Small.
Yes, this is a small car. The next one. Jack has a baby brother. So, can you tell me more about the brother?
Cute.
Cute. Good. Jack has a cute baby brother. The next one. Jill lives in a house on the hill. Look at the house. What kind of house is that? Is it a small house?
No.
So what do you think it is?
Big house.
Right, a big house. B-I-G, big. Number 4. Bill bought a storybook. So, did he buy a long storybook, a clean storybook, or a new storybook?
New.
Right. Bill bought a new storybook. The next one. He wore a shirt to school. Look at his shirt. Is it clean or is it long? It's sparkling.
Clean.
Clean. The next one. Jack is a boy. Look at him. Is he a tall or a fat boy? Look at Jack. Is he a tall or a fat boy?
Fat.
Yes. He is a fat boy. Number 7. Jane bought a ruler. Look at the ruler. Is it a tall ruler or a long ruler?
A long ruler.
Yes, you cannot say a tall ruler. Right? A long ruler. Number 8. KL Tower is a building. What kind of a building? Is it tall, handsome, or young?
Tall.
Tall. A building cannot be handsome. So it's a tall building. Number 9. My music teacher is a what woman? Is she an old woman? So is she handsome or young?
Young.
Young. And what about Mr. Vincent? Mr. Vincent is a what man?
Handsome. handsome.
Yes, he is a handsome man. Now children, let's go to the sentences again. This is a small car. Jack has a cute baby brother. Jill lives in a big house on the hill. Bill bought a new storybook. He wore a clean shirt to school. Jack is a fat boy. Jane bought a long ruler. KL Tower is a tall building. My music teacher is a young woman. And Mr. Vincent is a handsome man. Now let's go to the next page. Now children, let's continue. Circle the adjectives in the sentences below. You have to circle the adjectives here. Now, number 1. Mr. Tan has an old car that he drives everywhere. Now, which is the adjective here?
Old.
Good. The word old is an adjective that shows more about the car. Number 2. We have new books in our school library. Now what is the adjective here?
New.
Good. It is new. Says more about the books. Number 3. My mother has beautiful ornaments in her jewelry box.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. It says more about the ornaments. The ornaments are the bangles, the chains, the rings. Number 4. The man who lives in that house is a rich man.
Rich.
Good. Rich. It says more about the man. Number 5. My father gave me an expensive present for my birthday. So, which is the adjective?
Expensive.
Good. Expensive. It says more about the present. Number 6. The old hut at the end of the road was being repaired. So, old hut. It says more about the hut. Number 7. Bill is a thin boy. Thin. Alright, it says more about the boy. Number 8. Ali is a strong man. Strong. Says more about the man. The next one. There are many green grapes on the shelf.
Green.
Yes, green. It says more about the grapes. And number 10. That is a huge ship. Huge. Now children, number 1 is an old car. It says more about the car. Number 2, new books. Saying more about the books. Beautiful ornaments. Says more about the ornaments. Rich man. Says more about the man. Expensive present. It says more about the present. Old hut. It says about the hut. Thin boy. It says more about the boy. Strong man. Says more about the man. Green grapes. It says more about the grapes. and huge ship says more about the ship. Now children, turn to the next page. And the topic here is adverbs.
Adverbs. Adverb is a word that describes an action verb. For example, I ate my dinner quickly. Here, quickly tells us how the action happens. That is, quickly describes the action word ate. Another example, Alex sees many puppies outside. In this example, outside tells us where the action happens. That is, outside describes the action word sees. An adverb is a word that tells something more about a verb. An adverb tells how, where, or when an action happens. The words daily, somewhere, quickly, soon, near, and many more are adverbs.
Now children, the next topic is adverbs. Now an adverb describes a verb. Example, he sings loudly. The word loudly is an adverb, and adverbs often end in ly. Now fill in the blanks with the suitable adverbs from the box below. Now before we do the exercise, let me explain the meanings of the words that we are going to use to complete the blanks. Now number 1, tightly. Tightly means closely and firmly. Example, when you hug your mom. Number 2, roughly. No gentleness, violently or harshly. When you push someone away, hurriedly, quickly, rushing. Example, running to do something. Sadly, bitterly, not happy. Like almost going to cry. The next word, anxiously. Afraid, nervously, worried. Wondering if you are going to be scolded. And the next word, loudly. Noisily, not quietly. Saying something noisily and it can be heard by everyone around you. The next word is strangely. Unusual, surprising, not known. Something which you are not used to. Slowly, moving slowly, not quickly. So, it's like not running or rushing to do something. Softly, careful manner, gentle manner. Example, saying something sweetly. Now, let's look at the pictures. There are 6 pictures here. And let's follow accordingly. Now, as I was walking along the pavement to go to the bookstore, I met a little boy who was crying. Now, as I was walking slowly. Now, teacher will help you with these exercises. It may be a little difficult for you. The boy who was crying sadly. He was standing alone on the pavement. This is a pavement next to the bookstore. I felt very sorry for the little boy and he walked hurriedly, quickly, hurriedly. To him, to ask him what was wrong. I can't find my mommy, he said softly. I looked around anxiously. Perhaps his mother was looking for her little boy as well. I couldn't see anyone. I asked him to follow me to the police station nearby to ask the police for help. He pushed my hands away roughly. And cried loudly. The people around us looked at me strangely. As if I was trying to harm the boy. I told the boy that I could help him look for his mother. When he heard this, he stopped crying immediately and hugged me tightly. We were still standing on the pavement when a woman grabbed me by the collar. She gave me an angry look and took her son away. Now children, let's read the passage once more. So turn to page 17 again. Now, as I was walking slowly along the pavement to go to the bookstore, I met a little boy who was crying sadly. He was standing alone on the pavement next to the bookstore. I felt very sorry for the little boy and walked hurriedly to him quickly to ask him what was wrong. I can't find my mommy, he said softly. I looked around anxiously. Now anxiously is when you look around. Oh, what's happening? Who is that? Oh, you're not sure about something. You're waiting for an answer. So it is anxiously. Perhaps his mother was looking for her little boy as well. I couldn't see anyone. I asked him to follow me to the police station nearby to ask the police for help. He pushed my hands away roughly. Roughly means just pushing away, very roughly, and cried loudly. The people around us looked at me strangely. Now looking strangely, now what's happening there? What is happening to the lady and the boy? As if I was trying to harm the boy. I told the boy that I could help him look for his mother. When he heard this, he stopped crying immediately and hugged me tightly. We were still standing on the pavement when a woman grabbed me by the collar. She gave me an angry look and took her son away.